Hey folks, what's going on? This is Shadow Stars bringing you another video. Today, I didn't really plan on making a video, but something was brought forward to my attention early this morning, and I thought that it deserved for me to look into. I'm working on verifying this information, um, but what I wanted to present is the initial findings of what I've seen, what someone else brought to my attention, and what another person has also semi caught onto on Twitter. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. So if you guys follow my account, um, if you're brand new to this the channel, what I do on my YouTube channel here is I like to call out grifters, call out fraud, call out misinformation, particularly for the stock AMC. I see a lot of folks in the AMC community that are grifting. I see a lot of folks giving out blatant misinformation, pumping, hyping the stock, but for what reason? I'm saying that hey, all likelihood they're doing it to whether that's attention, followings, um, money through YouTube ads, merchandise, affiliate links, etc. They're grifting. They're making money off of uninformed retail investors. And I want to call out that BS. And I've said this in previous videos, and I've also said this in reply to comments many times. Let me be crystal clear. Right now, I have zero position in AMC. I have no shares. I have no shorts. I have no options contracts. I have no puts, no calls, nothing. I hold zero position in the stock of AMC. I hold zero stock in the position for GameStop. My immediate family has no position in any of those stocks. Let me be clear. So why do I do this? Because I think that hey, people lying, blatantly lying to others and making money off of it, that needs to be called out. I think that that's not right. That's immoral. That's unethical. And I'm doing this in my downtime, my free time, my hobby. Um, I've covered this guy before. This guy called Avi Harkishun. Um, he recently came up in the scene last, I don't know, 5 to 6 months. Um, I first came across him when he had this long Twitter thread explaining, oh, so many different things about AMC. And he had a financial forecasting model. And I made a video about him and going through that forecasting model, and I pointed out the issues in it. And I continued to follow up on that forecasting model as time went by, as we got more updated information. This guy never seemed to update it, and he had so many inconsistencies in his modeling. I thought that, hey, this guy was just hopelessly hyping up AMC, and he seemed like typical AMC grifter. He recently, start the new year, 2023, he said that, hey, you know what? He's going to take a break from Twitter. And speaking about AMC and Ape. And he cleared his entire Twitter history. That seemed a little weird for me. But you know what? Okay, fine. You just want to take a break from everything? Okay. He tells him, hey, I'm going to focus more time on my family, going to learn, grow, trade, etc. But he came back 5 days later, right off the bat, talking about AMC once more. Nothing wrong with talking about AMC. Feel free to talk about a stock. If you like it, feel free to talk about it. The only thing is, I'm going to call you out on your BS if you spread misinformation. So he reached out to a supposed. He supposedly reached out to this person called Wes Christensen, or sorry, Wes Christian, because there's apparently a lawsuit in the works or some sort of legal battle that might be in preparation. Some sort of a lawsuit of sorts, maybe in the works. Um, and the interesting thing was how he, I guess, characterized himself in the email. He ends it as best regards, Avi Harkishun, financial advisor. So that got me thinking. Along with the information that I was someone shared with me in a Telegram chat, is this guy really a financial advisor? He tells folks on his Twitter account, I'm a financial professional. Professional and advisor, I would think, slightly different connotations. So that led me to looking into, hey, it's let's do some more research. The quote is very interesting here. Intelligence is not a privilege. It is a gift that should be used for the good of mankind. Definitely agree. But when you're skewing the information, when you're misrepresenting, you're hyping, you're pumping a stock, you're basically doing stock/market manipulation. As a financial professional, should you be doing that? But hey, you say, oh, no financial advice is given here. Okay. But nonetheless, I wanted to look more into this person called Avi Harkishun. You look it up, Avi Harkishun on LinkedIn, bam, you get a profile. Financial services professional. So far, Twitter, LinkedIn, no mention of, as his email ends, financial advisor. Nowhere in there. But hey, in the about, he says he's licensed to sell insurance in New York and Florida. And look at all his experience disclosures, his employment history. Financial services professional. He was working for currently National Life Group. Worked for Equitable Advisors, JP Morgan Chase, Primerica, Cormorant Capital, YWCA, Northwestern Mutual, all that. So if he is a financial services professional, okay, if this employment history holds up, then hey, looks like he has the employment history to back it up. Look at his certifications. Okay. He has the credentials. If this is all correct, if this is all legitimate, hey, makes sense. So that leads me further into referencing a couple things. If you go to the website, friendred.org, they have a section for investors about protecting your money. And they have a section where you need to check out the seller. Are they a registered financial professional? And you can check. They have a system called FINRA Broker Check. So what I did was, I looked for this guy, Avi Harkishun. I get the name, Avi Harkishun, and my guess is, hey, this is his real, full legal name. You got his CRD number, and hey, current status, he's a previously registered broker. He's not currently registered, it looks like. Look at employment. Hey, Equitable Advisors, JP Morgan Securities, PFS Investments. Hey, all the stuff that he listed here. Equitable Advisors, JP Morgan Chase, all that. It's lining up. Employment history, all lines up. But what's this B stand for? B. Let's scroll down. B says, broker firm called a broker-dealer. Individuals who work for broker-dealers, the sales personnel, are commonly referred to as brokers. Nowhere in here do I see the designation IA under his profile. That's what an investment advisor is. And look, he's previously registered. So we know that, hey, he's not currently licensed to act as a broker or as an investment advisor. But hey, they may still be able to offer other investment related services if properly licensed to do so. So, anyways, I pulled up the full detailed report on this person. And hey, what's included in here? You get all sorts of stuff, such as employment history, professional qualifications, disciplinary actions, criminal convictions, civil judgments, and arbitration awards. And same thing, talks about brokerage firms and their history, operations, and disclosure events. Oops, sorry. One other thing I wanted to cover in here. And where does this information come from? Information FINRA and SEC requires brokers and brokerage firms to submit as part of their registration and licensing process. And this information, how current is it? They're required to update within 30 days under most circumstances, available the next business day. So what? What if you want to check the background of an investment advisor firm or investment advisor representative? You can search for the firm or the individual in Brokerage Check. So what we're doing is we're using Brokerage Check. So we see here is registration. He was registered with the following firms, and we have a disclosure event. That's something I want to look into. Are these events disclosed by this broker? Yes, and it's a termination. So that's important to know. And look, we get the verification here that, hey, this guy is not currently registered. We see the exams that he passed. Uniform Securities Agent State Law Examination, 2015. You got Security Industry Essentials, 2018. Investment Company, Products, Variable Contracts, 2015. That's what he's passed. And does he have any designations, professional designations? Nothing, no information reported. And here we get the employment history. Look at the note here. Please note, the broker is required to provide this information only while registered with FINRA or National Securities Exchange, and the information is not updated via Form U4 after the broker ceases to be registered. Therefore, an employment end date of present may not reflect the broker's current employment status. Yeah. We know that, hey, he was registered with those brokers, those firms during these dates. All lining up with what is stated on his LinkedIn profile. So, once again, look through his positions. Student, sales, intern, budget analyst, student, equity intern, sales, banker, registered representative. Nowhere do I see investment advisor. Now, I'm not a financial professional, so maybe they use that term interchangeably, but from my understanding, I would see differences in it. But nonetheless, the big thing I wanted to really look into is the disclosure event. He was terminated. He didn't quit, he was terminated, it looks like. Why? Is there anything on appeal? Is there anything else pending? No, I see only just one final. And what? He was discharged by Equitable Advisors, LLC, on March 28th, 2022. Why? The allegation was discharged due to use of outside websites and social media platforms in violation of FINRA rules and firm policy. He was terminated because he was using outside websites and social media platforms that he shouldn't have been using. Yikes. That brings up a big red flag for me. He's a person who passed these examinations, and I'm sure that, hey, he underwent training at the firms that he's worked at, the companies he's worked at, in regards to, hey, these are the regulations, these are stuff that you need to know, stuff that will probably be covered on exams. So he should know that, hey, I shouldn't be on these platforms, I should be using these websites. But he apparently did, and he was terminated for it. Back in March 28th, 2022. And we see a social media account. So I have a couple things that aren't conclusive. First of all, we have the name here, Avi Harkishun. We have a Twitter account. Is this the real person? I don't know. Because what's to say that, hey, someone else just made the account, used the person's name, and is just using that social media account? Do I have any proof to say that, hey, the person in this broker check report, this Sarvendra Harkishun is this same dude? I got no proof. Unless he comes out and says he is, and he shows, I don't know, driver's license or something, or some official government issued ID. I don't know. There's no way for me to know. Along the same lines, LinkedIn profile. Did the real Avi Harkishun make this account? I don't know. As far as I know, LinkedIn doesn't verify all the stuff you put on there. You could lie about where you worked, where you went to school, how long you've been working there for, how long you attended there, what sort of degree or whatever. As far as I know, LinkedIn doesn't verify all that information. How could they? So I don't know. Did the real Avi Harkishun make this account? Did the real Avi Harkishun make this Twitter account? Are these all linked together? Is this all the same person? I don't know. But what I do know is, hey, employment history through this official report by FINRA and stuff that's reported not only by these brokerage firms, not only does it line up with the LinkedIn, the name matches up. As far as I can tell, I don't think that name is very common, but then I could be biased. I could have limited experience. I don't know of any people with the name of Avi and the last name of Harkishun. First time I've seen that type of name, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's tons of Harkishuns. But as far as I can tell, if you look up brokerage check, that's the only profile that comes up when you type in that name. But nonetheless, I can't definitively tell you it's the same person. But if they are, big red flag. So from here, what do I want to do? What I want to do is, hey, this guy was terminated from here, Equitable Advisors. I want to figure out. I want to verify this information. I want to contact Equitable Advisors, contact them, shoot them an email, or call them and, hey, ask them, you used to employ a person called Avi Harkishun or Sarvendra Harkishun. He used to work at your firm, back in May of 2021. And he was let go by your firm. He was terminated by your firm back in March of 2022. The allegation that was disclosed was that he was using outside websites and social media platforms in violation of FINRA rules and firm policy. Is this correct? I want to verify that. First, did you employ this person? Are the dates correct? Was he terminated? If so, the allegation, is that correct? 4 questions. The final one would be, hey, is it because of usage of a social media platform such as Twitter and talking about a stock such as AMC? Now, I got no clue if that firm would ever disclose any of that information. I don't know the HR laws, the privacy laws that would protect or not protect a former employee. I don't know anything about that. But all I can do is I can ask kindly and communicate to them, hey, would you be willing to answer some of these questions? Could you? But I just find it extremely interesting. This guy was let go for reasons I would think that, hey, it's related to his Twitter account, to AMC. And he continues to do so. Now, just because, hey, he was fired from it, that doesn't disqualify him for ever making any statements that are correct. He could still put out information that is correct. So, what I plan to do is I'm going to do more research. I'm going to dig into it and get verification on that from Equitable Advisors as much as I can. And also, I'll continue to look at the stuff that he says, stuff that he talks about. Is this information correct? Like I said, the channel, it's all about calling out the grifters, calling out the BS, calling out the folks that are trying to grift off uninformed retail investors. That's what I'm doing here. And I hope you folks follow me on my journey. Hope you like the content that I produce. And hopefully enjoy the time, the energy, and effort I spent into highlighting, hey, something that maybe you should know, something you should be aware of, something that, hey, maybe you should look into too. Anything that you see on the internet, you must read it thoroughly and you must double check. You must verify. Even me, verify what I'm saying. Fact check me. Make sure that stuff that I'm saying is true. Hold me accountable. You got so many folks in the AMC community that spread all this sort of information. But hey, they're never held accountable. They give you all these theories. Do they ever come true? No, they've never come true. Have they ever apologized for it? Have they explained it why? No, most of them never do. All those dates that's always set forth, oh, it's going to squeeze on this date, or oh, on T plus 2, T plus 35, T plus 90. Oh, T plus 35 need to be adjusted. Oh, T plus 90 need to be adjusted for these blah, 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 blah. Has those dates ever materialized into anything? No, it's because they've often misconstrued stuff. They've misunderstood the stuff that they read. They didn't read all of it. They only took a certain section of some sort of reading, some paragraph, and they just put it into their narrative. Like, oh, hey, I need positive I need positive news. I need a positive catalyst. I need hopium. So you know what? Oh, this little section fits right into my narrative. They plug it in. You got a square peg. You're trying to shove it into a round hole. No. You should let the data, the information dictate what the results are. Don't fudge the numbers. Don't start omitting numbers so that it fits your narrative. If the information leads you to a specific direction, okay. You can verify if the information you gathered is correct or not, but if you verified that information is correct, then hey, if that's what the conclusion is, that's what the conclusion is. You can rerun the test, you can rerun the experiment to see, hey, maybe do you get a different result? But if you don't, then the results are what the results are. Don't fudge things. Don't try to skew things and lie and misinterpret and try to sell fake stuff or misconstrued information to other folks. It's just wrong. And you know what? That's where I'm going to be ending today's video. Wanted to keep it shorter than usual. Hopefully I did that. But as always, folks, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like, please hit the subscribe, and please leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you think I should do more digging into other folks in the community like this? I won't take the credit of first finding this. This was something that was brought to me in a Telegram group I'm a part of. So credit goes to him. He didn't want to have his name disclosed, so I'll honor that. But I'll be straightforward. I'll be honest with you folks. That's what I always do. I keep it 100%, keep it honest. I didn't find it, but based on what he told me, I looked deeper into the situation. I did my own DD. I did my own research. I use sources that, hey, you can access for free. No paywall, no grifting, no affiliate links, none of that garbage. And hey, folks, you like this content? Share it with other folks. Let them know about it. If you think the stuff that I'm saying is correct, if you agree with me, share with folks that need to understand, to see this information in front of them. People should stop having those rose tinted glasses on. Knowledge is power. We need to stomp out fake information, misinformation, misconstrued stuff. Let's be 100% transparent. Let's be 100% honest. That's what I'm all about. So, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Shadow Stars out. Peace.